Everybody, welcome back to the channel. I think the rumors might be true. I'm not sure, but everybody's saying that Mr. Kevin Samuels is no longer amongst the living, which is sad. He wasn't that old, and 50 something isn't that old. Like it's a short time in the grand scheme of everything. Just a little over half what you would think is a lifetime. So it's sad, but I was not a fan of his work. I tried to listen to some of his content. It just didn't resonate with me. So I might have watched part of a few videos of his, but I'm just not an avid listener of him. Actually haven't tried to listen to one of his videos in a few years, but a lot of people like to talk about him. He was the center of a lot of controversy. I know he went viral a few times for saying very harsh things to women. Some very just limiting beliefs projected onto women, and his followers, I guess, liked it. That's something that they resonated with. But so I feel kind of neutral towards his death. Like I said, it's sad, it's surprising, but I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not one of the people who rejoice in something like that. That seems kind of terrible, to rejoice in the death of a person. He was still somebody's father, so I wouldn't want anybody rejoicing in the death of my father unless he did something like absolutely horrible, like, he was out here unaliving people or something. And I'm like, yeah, I understand why you're kind of happy he's gone, but that's not something I would personally do. But I do feel compassion for people who are in a place where they can lose their parents, and people who die. It just seems sad, but a lot of people are talking about it, and it's just surprising. I think it's just more surprising than anything else to most people. But it just made me think about how life is a journey, and you're doing things until the day you die. Like, I'm on a journey, I'm on a path of self-healing, awakening my soul, just being an overall more conscious person, a more loving person, and a more open person, and that's not going to stop until the day I die. I'm always going to be on that journey. So it helps me put it in perspective, because then it's not like, okay, when am I going to get there? When am I going to arrive where I'm fully conscious, where I'm this person who's like a Buddha or something like that, where everything is just pure gold that falls out my mouth and everybody should listen to me because I'm just so learned and all that stuff. You don't have to think of it that way. You can just think about it like you're still learning, you're still growing every single day, till the day you die. That's what you're doing. And then it lets you slow down. It lets you enjoy the views. It lets you pull the lesson out of everything when you put it into that perspective. Like, I plan on living to 100. But I'm still going to be learning. I'm still going to be growing. I'm still going to be doing things that help me become a better person. Things that are well in my soul. things that I can walk away and be satisfied with. I'm going to be doing those things until the day I die. So that's what it's truly about. It doesn't matter if somebody is on a similar journey as you and they're further along in their walk, or they managed to find the expressway and you didn't. Like, I'm not going to get mad if I'm trying to drive to Tennessee from Oklahoma and somebody's in Arkansas and I haven't left Tennessee yet. Like, why would I get mad at that person? Why would I hate on that person because they're further along driving than I am? Doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter at a certain point. You have to worry about what you're doing and not what everybody else is doing. Oh my goodness, there's a chipmunk. See, I don't live on this side of the neighborhood with all these woodland creatures. Got rabbits in our yard, that's good enough. As long as they don't tear up our garden, that's what matters. But I got a little sidetracked. I haven't seen a chipmunk in a minute. But what I'm saying is that your journey is your journey. There might be things that you have to do that nobody else has to do along the same journey, the same route. So if I take the scenic route and somebody else didn't, maybe I needed to see these sights. Maybe I needed the lessons that came along the way. Maybe I needed it as a part of my story so I can teach it to other people. Who knows? But the point is that it's still my journey. And these things are for me. And so I need to do my best and take these lessons and incorporate it into this thing we call life and carry it on and carry it out the best way I can. Like, I know some people are happy that Mr. Samuels died. I mean, like I said, I'm indifferent because I didn't know him. I didn't listen to his content. I didn't hate watch his stuff. I feel like that's a poor waste of my time to hate watch somebody. I got better things to do. But I'm taking a lesson that you need to do what you need to do because you might not think it's going to happen, that death is going to be at your doorstep, but it can happen at any point. I'm pretty sure he woke up whatever day last week and didn't think it was going to be his time this week. You know, I'm pretty sure he would have moved a little different if he thought that it was going to be his last day a week from last week, you know? So I'm just saying, the lesson I would much rather take from that situation is that you don't know when your time is coming. So it's best to act on the things that are right with your soul now, as opposed to trying to do it later. Because you don't know when later is coming. All you know is now. Now is the only time that truly exists. Like I said in my last video, I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm trying to walk up this hill. But what I said in my last video about how the same place where you hold your memories is the same place that holds your imagination. And that's why many of us end up having false memories, is that our past might not be the way that we think it is. So the things that I remember from 10, 20 years ago, I might not even have all the facts right. There's times when my mom says something that happened, and I'm like, I don't remember that person. I don't remember that happening. But who am I to say that it never happened? I don't know. I just don't remember it. And there's times where I think something happened, and somebody will tell me, no, that didn't happen at all. What are you talking about? So the only time that actually exists is the present time. So that's the only time that you should worry about doing something. If you want to do something that resonates with your soul, that you prayed about it, you asked God about it, and this is something you're to do, don't wait on it. Don't sit there and say, oh, I can get to it tomorrow. Oh, I have to wait until I get these certifications. I have to wait until I get all these things done. I have to wait until I have kids. I have to wait until they go off to school. I have to wait until they're leaving the house. Like all these things that we say we have to wait on. And half the time it's just us stalling. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. Just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it. And it might seem impulsive, but sometimes we have to be more decisive because you really don't know how much time you have. Like I said, I hope to live to 100. I don't know if that's actually going to happen or not. All I know is that I need to worry about what I can do now, what resonates with me now, and what I am doing to make things happen for me that is right in my soul, that is right with who I believe is God. So that's all I have to worry about. I don't need to worry about 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Do I try to prepare for that stuff? Absolutely. You know, whenever we go on a trip, I always look at the entire map because I can. And I prepare like, okay, there's tolls. Let me check this box that says no tolls. All right, it takes us this much longer. Is that okay? Yeah, okay, that's okay. Or I'm looking ahead and it says, oh, this thing says there's traffic coming up. It's all red because Google Maps, that's what it looks like, right? When there's a bunch of traffic. It's all red. You probably should take this exit and find a different route. I'm always looking at that stuff. It's not saying you shouldn't prepare. I'm just saying that I'm not going to live in a state of what if for my entire life. I'm going to do something. I'm going to be about it. At least that's what I'm trying to do, is just go ahead and do the thing. You're on this journey to the day you die. All right. Since you don't know when that is, you might as well do the thing now. And then you don't have to worry about it starting rain. But that's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments section. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.